Whoa, what's happening, people? We are back. Let's go. All right, I know you guys saying, whoa. We didn't see you last week and the Knicks were playing, and the Knicks are playing again tonight, and now you here? Listen, okay? If the Knicks play every Thursday, we in trouble. Just say it. Salute. With the 3 capital S's, like my man Jay Boogie would say. Thank you guys for joining the NBA report on NBK. I'm your man, Ron. That's my brother, John. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? I'm here. We're in the building. We're on time. We made it.
Yeah, we made it somewhat. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good out there. Yes, the Knicks are playing right now as we speak. It's the current score is 42-37 to the Miami Heat. Miami is up with 5 minutes and 6 seconds in the second quarter. Knicks have the ball. RJ's driving. The Knicks were up and looking like they got off to a nice start, but of course, Miami came back into the game and started flexing their muscle on defense. They called a timeout, and all of a sudden they put the clamps down. Which, listen, Knick fans, don't get too crazy about it. Listen, Miami's been playing really good lately, so they're kind of back to the way Miami plays basketball. So this is going to be a tough game. Knicks want to win it. They got to step up. They got to put the big boy pants on. That's what they're going to have to do.
That's it. They got to close out quarters.
Yes,
really
they
what
do.
It comes down to.
That's a fact. 100%.
The good teams do it. The good teams know how to close out a quarter, and that's really what you come down to. You know,
you ain't lying, brother. You ain't lying. Yeah. So that's what's going on. We'll kind of keep you updated as long as we're on while the Knicks are playing. And we'll get into all the other stuff that we normally do in regards to this NBA. Today was a special day. The NBA All-Stars were announced. The All-Star starters were announced. The reserves, I guess, are there. It's kind of weird because apparently, reserves can still be voted in, depending on injury and stuff like that. But
we're gonna run down this list.
We are gonna run down the list, but there's some snubs. There's some snubs, so just keep that in mind, folks.
It's what's so crazy about everything that's going on in the last few I would say months is that the scoring has been at an all-time high. You know what I mean? And so there are certain players who have gotten sort of a jump in their points per game.
Mm-hmm.
That not have been the case, we would have probably been okay with them missing an opportunity as an all-star player, right? Mm-hmm. But now that their numbers are sort of escalated, it almost seems like it's almost deserved, right? I don't know. There's a part of me that feels that way, but it's like all across the board, the numbers are high.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's been one of those years where scoring is definitely at a high. This is like, it's like, for us baseball fans, there was a juiced ball era,
Yep.
where scoring was incredible because the balls were flying out the park. I feel like this year, for whatever reason, maybe because of the foul calls and the way the refs are letting people play, a lot of scoring going on.
And I heard they opened up the diameter of the rims this year. I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm like, John's breaking news right here on the NBA report, folks.
False narrative.
See, look at that. You got me though. You got me. See, that's because everything that you say is noteworthy, John. That's why I'm glued to every word.
I feel you. I feel you.
right here on the NBA Report. All right, guys. So let's take a look at what's going on. I'm gonna pop this puppy up for everybody. You get a chance to take a look. Boom. All right. So let's see here. This is your NBA 2023 All-Star starters, folks. This is the West and the East pool. Now, I don't know exactly. I'll be lying to you if I told you I know exactly how the format's going to work, how guys pick the teams, who's the captains. I don't know anything. I'm not going to lie to you. I do not usually watch the All-Star game. It doesn't entertain me. The fourth quarter is entertaining, but I don't want to watch three quarters just to get to the fourth quarter. That's me personally. I'm not knocking it, guys. So if you like the All-Star game, you like the festivities, by all means, watch it. I like watching the skills competition, the three-point competition, the dunk competition. The All-Star game, not so much. How do you feel about the actual game, John?
I mean, I enjoy it. It's just, I'm not expecting anything to be like tightly knit. No, I don't expect a tight, tough game. I expect them to really just enjoy themselves. I'm expecting a lot of oops, a lot of far distance three pointers, things of that nature. So
Mm-hmm.
it's sort of a running gun. I actually prefer the the ones that are upcoming. There's a new version of the rookies game. It's like the upcoming stars. I'm more
Oh,
interested to see Scoot and
yeah,
get
yeah.
theirs off. So
No, I hear you. Uh,
I
that
forgot what you
actually
called it.
is um,
It's not the Legends game, right? That's going to be
no,
the
it's the
next one they
rising. I
put in
thought it was
there.
the Rising
Rising
Stars
Stars.
game.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's the
that's it.
Rising Stars.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So as you guys can see, guys, I mean, for the West pool, you got Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, and Zion Williamson. And then on the East side, you got Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, and Jason Tatum. Now, I guess the person in the middle is the person who got the most votes. Don't
Those
quote
are the
me on
captains.
that. I
Those are the
think they're the
captains.
captains, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right, right. But
and
I think I'm with you. I'm not really sure how they get titled the captain or get to choose, right? If
yeah,
their teams look
and
like.
I'm not sure if they're still doing it the same way. I think they are. I think the captains still get to pick, uh, you know, who their team is, but I don't. I'm so confused because I feel like one year all the all stars were just put together, and then the captains just picked whoever they wanted. I felt like it was kind of a unisex type game. It wasn't really necessarily East versus West. It was just this team versus that team. But I
That
could
was
be
with
wrong.
Durant, right? Wasn't that
Yeah,
when
it was
that was
Durant.
the
Durant picked his squad, and I don't
and
know who it was
LeBron
that
picked
that.
his it was LeBron.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know what's going on this year. Maybe it's the same format. But
I
wait,
haven't.
let's look at it. Why don't we look at it?
Okay, okay.
All right, All-Star format, explainer, draft, FAQs, blah blah blah, whatever. Let's see what it says here. So how are the All-Star captains selected? Fans account for 50% of the vote to determine the starters. Current NBA players and media panel account for 25% each, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the team captains, LeBron James for the West and Giannis Antetokounmpo for the East. They were the All-Stars that
Got
received
the
the
most
most
votes.
votes from each conference. Okay, so the final fan votes are, does this blow up? Okay. Took me to Twitter. Nice. Huh. All right. So they get 20 oh. All right. So I guess this is the All-Stars, guys. This is it. This is the whole allotment of guys. And if you didn't make it, you didn't make it. The only way somebody else can get on this list, because I was reading that earlier, is if one of these guys or whatever is hurt,
And
or
decide not
decides
to
just
play.
not to, yeah, decides not to play, then somebody
Right.
else can go in their place. But this is it, guys. And for Knicks fans, Jalen Brunson did not make it. But if you look at number 9 on the East, Julius Randle got in, folks.
Clap it up. Clap it up.
Let's go. Shout out to Julius Randle for making his second All-Star appearance, folks. You know what? He deserves it. Let's go, Julius. Do your damn thing, buddy. Do the
Yeah.
damn thing, man. Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm proud that he was actually able to make it. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can give him a little bit more.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Julius. Um, so yeah, that's the this is the list. So let's run it down, folks, and see what's going on here. Okay, so we got now is this big enough? Can everybody see it? Can you see it, John? No, it looks a little
Nah,
small.
small.
Let me make sure it's the right one. Uh, this is how's that? Did it get bigger?
Not on my end.
Oh, you know what? I think it's showing the wrong thing. Hmm.
I'm seeing Eastern versus and Western right next to each other.
Oh, you know what? I know that's exactly what it's doing. I gotta switch it up. I'm gonna switch it real quick, guys. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
no
it. We're
worries.
good. We're good. If I could just make this
While
smaller.
we're while we're doing that, I'll give a quick update. Miami and the Knicks are tied, right? 44-44? Or about that? Or did well Miami just scored
Well, they are tied right now. I see 46-46 on my screen.
46-46. Oh, so I'm delayed.
Okay. Yeah, opened up a new tab. That's what happened. So here we go. All right. Now let's see. Oh, I guess that's a little better.
Yeah, that's
It's
a little better. It's just
it's
sort of
still kind of yeah,
formatted differently.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, guys. Well, I'll read it if you guys can't see it. I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't make it that much bigger. This is how the cookie crumbles. So the Western Conference front court, I guess they're doing it front court and they're doing guards. So this is the whole 20 players for the West. LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis. Okay, whatever. Dude barely played. Zion Williamson, Andrew Wiggins, Paul George, Laurie Markkinen, Draymond. All right. Okay. DeMontis Sabonis, Kevin Looney, guys. So and the guards are Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, John Morant, Shea Gilgris Alexander, Klay Thompson, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, De'Aaron Fox, Austin Reeves, and Devin Booker. So that's your Western Conference All Stars,
that's
guys.
such a weird list.
Isn't it? What do you think about this list, John?
It's a weird list. There's certain people who I'm not really sure if they deserve it of being in on this year's. I want to know who snubbed in the West, so
Yeah.
then I can make a decipher. Then I could
Yeah.
decipher who should not be there versus that individual who got snubbed.
Yeah. Because that is kind of
There's
interesting.
some names there though. For one, Looney is one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That comes to mind, and so is uh I mean
I don't even know if Draymond Green
Draymond,
should be there, B.
right? Draymond, and
Yeah.
then you got Austin Reeves. Like
Well,
really?
if Austin Reeves made it, then he must be doing some good stuff because
Really?
you don't just vote Austin Reeves in, right? You got to do something that fans like, and it's not like he has a history of doing good things. I
It's
figure he
just a
has to be playing well.
this is a favorite. I mean, this is a team that's losing too. Let's not
I
forget
know.
that.
So, like, why
Like
would you just vote in Austin Reeves?
that's why it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make
uh,
any sense to me. I mean, even when you look at Draymond Green's numbers, they don't pop out at you. And I don't know. I would have seen Jordan Poole possibly more of an impact than, especially scoring wise. I mean, what is the metric in which people are picking? Because it used to be about putting numbers up, but maybe
uh,
the metrics change. Who knows?
well,
Maybe they're valuing assist, or maybe they're valuing plus minuses. Because this is what this looks like to me. It's a plus minus sort of average per half a season.
yeah, it's
Russell
weird. I don't know.
Westbrook, questionable.
Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of weird. All right, let's look at the East, and then I'll see if I can find who are the notable snubs. All right. So on the Eastern side, for the front court, you got Giannis Antetokounmpo. You've got Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum. You've got Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, Kyle Kuzma, Paolo Banchero, Julius Randle, Nick Claxton. And then for the guards, you got Kyrie Irving, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brown, James Harden, Trey Young, DeMar DeRozan, LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton. No, this ain't right. No, this can't. Something's not right because Derrick Rose didn't make
Derrick
the All Star team.
Rose? Is this a
Derrick
old?
Rose and Darius I'm so I really don't know what's going on, guys. I'm a little confused, to be honest.
Is
And
this the
everything
NBA website right now?
yeah. This is from the NBA website. And here's the thing. So this is what's confusing me, guys. This is supposed to be the list of Western Conference and Eastern Conference players, right? This is supposed to be the all-star, the people that got selected, supposedly, right? I know Derrick Rose is not an all-star. And they didn't say anywhere the stuff I was reading that he got selected. So I'm a little confused as to how this shakes out. Because what I was reading, for example, is that okay, if you look at this, Derrick Rose is number 9 on the guards, but nowhere do I hear that he made the game, right? If you look at the front court, Julius Randle is number 9 on the front court, people. But I know he made it. It's even publicized on the Knicks website. They even did a little
No,
video for him.
I'm looking at a different area within the website. I think you probably don't have the right side because right now I'm gonna read down the list that I'm looking at right now. Um, it's a bit different. So 2023 All Stars Eastern Conference, right, is Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, and Kyrie Irving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eastern Conference reserves are Bam Adebayo, Jalen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, and Julius Randle. And then we have Western. You have LeBron. These are the starters: LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, Zion Williamson, Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, right? And then the
Mm-hmm.
West reserves are Paul George, Shea Gildress Alexander, Jaren Jackson Jr., Damian Lillard, Laurie Markkinen, John Morant, and Demontis Sabonis. Now, this seems like a valuable. I think this
That
is
that
more where it needs to
I
be.
think that's what it is. I think that's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's it right
This
there.
is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
that's definitely not
that's
it.
got to be it. That's yeah. Because this is funky to me, and I'm like, you click on the thing, and it says this is your NBA All Stars. I mean, it's
Nah,
showing me everybody. That don't make sense.
I think if you
Hmm.
type in 2023 NBA All Star reserves under the NBA.com, it'll pop up. I mean, if you wanna pull that down right now and then see if it pops up for you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I could do. I'm gonna share my. I'm gonna send it on our private chat because we could do that, right? That's the site. Check that out. Open that up.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. I mean, this is. Oh boy. Oh, but you know what it is that you clicked on the reserves, and so it actually it's separated. It's 2 different pages because when you click on the All Star thing, it shows you the starters and it shows you that full list. It doesn't show the reserves. Interesting.
Right.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm seeing what was going on here, folks. We're cooking with gas now. No, I just gotta.
But either way, that list of all stars aren't bad. Like there's no one I could look on that on each side and say they aren't worthy of being an all star this season.
Mm-hmm.
Again, there are a lot of inflated numbers, but even at just looking on the onside of it, that's currently reading down the list. I think they're all the one person that I felt like could be there, but it's an argument between him and Trey is Jalen Brunson.
All right. So this is the reserve list that John brought up, and this looks a lot more accurate. Okay, this makes sense. Yeah, because that shows how Julius actually made it. Because there's no way that was too weird. It was funky.
Right.
So easily, if I'm looking at this list, I don't know who do you see that's not here on the East. James Harden didn't make it.
James is not, yeah, but again, DeRozan's having a good year, so that's sort of why you. That's sort of the one, you know. But he also is playing. Is he considered? Are they playing him as a guard or a forward? I'm
Yeah, I don't
assuming
know.
they've got him as a forward.
According to Josh Hart, the biggest Eastern Conference snub is Jalen Brunson.
I would say so.
Mm.
But again, if you're separating the bench by guard versus, you can argue that he have a better season than Tyrese Halliburton,
This is an argument.
right?
Uh, ooh, I didn't notice that. This is interesting. Let me just double check and make sure he's not there because I don't think he is.
Who's that?
Uh,
Trey. Trey's not there.
Rayford Trey Young.
Yeah, he's
No
not there
Trey.
either because you got Drew,
Wow.
and you
Yeah.
can't really argue against Drew.
Yeah, but did Drew have better numbers than Trey?
Yeah, they're inflated, like I was
I
saying.
mean, yeah, and Drew plays defense.
He's
Got to
plays
give him.
he plays a lot more games too. Remember, certain guys weren't in to start the season.
That's a good point, bro. That's very interesting. Very interesting. So
And
then,
again, fans get a chance to vote, right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So
I wonder is there anybody else we know Harden, we know Aaron Gordon. I mean, he's having a pretty good
Aaron
season.
Gordon's not in.
No, I know.
Oh,
16.8 points, 6.8
okay.
rebounds, 4.4 assists. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's a snub. Is it a
Jared,
snub though?
I don't think it's a snub. I mean, the only person in the West would be you may think about it is like Jaren Jackson, but he's having a good season.
Okay, now this is where okay, that's why that looked crazy to me. This is a snub. Anthony Davis. His numbers are great, but he don't play, so it doesn't really matter. Uh,
Right.
ooh, that's interesting. Anthony Edwards,
Mm.
24.9 points, 6.1 rebounds, 4.6 assists.
Who you moving? He's in as a guard or a forward. That's the other question.
Uh,
Because Demontis is
hmm.
having a really good season as a forward.
I'll be honest, you know what? I would have put Anthony Edwards in there before Damian Lillard.
Oh no way! Oh no way! You seen
Dame,
what Damian did yesterday?
But Damon's just doing that now. But Anthony's been solid and consistent. And without Cat, he's been the man over there.
Yeah. I what has Paul George done this year?
Yeah.
That's the one. It's between him. For me, it
Jar-
would
J-
be between
Jaron
him and
Jackson
Jared
Jr.
Jackson. Those were the two
Oh,
who I
yeah. I
think.
don't know.
But you look at Jaron Jackson's numbers.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
let me see here, because brother's
And
curious now.
and I do fare well with Miles Johnson right now. Shout out to you. Said Siakam is a massive snub. I think that's it.
Oh wow,
That's
yeah.
someone who I would have probably put before DeMar DeRozan.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, I
But
mean
Brunson too, because Brunson. If you
Jaron
weren't,
Jackson is 16.5 points per game, shooting 36% from three, 6.7 rebounds, zero point 0.9 assists, one steal, 3.3 blocks. Ooh,
it's the
wow.
defensive side
But you know what? I think, and also, I mean, you can't have all guards. You got to have
guards.
some. They need a big.
But
So,
that's what I'm saying. The way they chose the criteria was forwards and guards. You know what
hmm
I mean? And so when you do that, now you're talking about which guard or which forward can overtake. So if Edwards is playing the guard position, are you putting him before Ja, before Damian, before Shea Gilgeous Alexander? It's an argument there. I don't know if you would.
shoot, bro.
Now,
That's
when you
this
look
is
at the numbers, And so the one when you look at Siakam and you look at DeMar DeRozan, Siakam they put him as a forward, and DeMar DeRozan they put him as a guard. So the only guard who I see should be there is Jalen Brunson. So I think Jalen Brunson's having a bigger year than DeMar DeRozan.
You know who else got snubbed? 23.3 points per game,
Harden,
well, we said Harden, but
yeah,
6.1 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.5 steals. This is per game. And his team is winning. De'Aaron Fox.
true.
Mm,
That's a snub.
mm.
I would have given him a shot. But then I'm looking between. Then I would be moving Damian Lillard out of there.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for,
I mean, Brunson's numbers aren't bad. 22.8 points, 6.2 assists. I didn't even know he was averaging 6.2 assists, 3.5 rebounds, and 1 steal a game. Good numbers, but
are they better than the DeMar DeRozans?
Well, you know what?
Halliburton.
Halliburton's numbers are 6, so I don't even want to look at those. But I am curious to see what DeMar DeRozan is doing. 26.3 points per game. He's shooting 31% from 3. He's shooting 51% from the field.
That's the big
one. 4.9 rebounds, 5 assists. You know what? These numbers are good. I got to look at one more thing, guys. Sorry. I got to look at this guy because, these numbers are good for DeRozan. But he's kind of limited. You know what he does. You know what he doesn't do. All right, let me just see this guy. Oh no, dude, no way. Yeah, Pascal Siakam should have made it, bro. 24.9 points.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, 24.9 points, 47% from the field. Same thing from 3, like DeRozan, 31%. But 8 rebounds, 6.2 assists.
But that's what I'm saying. Are they putting him in as a guard versus a forward? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's where the confusion lies. It's like you're not, because the numbers, you can match him up against Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has overall better numbers. You match him up against Siakam, it's not even a question. Siakam has better numbers. So I don't know how they chose, to go this route. It ain't like the Bulls are top in the division, not like if it was last year, then I would say yeah, because they were winning games. They were top. They were pretty much top 3 the entire season last year. So for that, I would have given him an opportunity. But this year, I don't know.
And for those who might not know, and you're questioning, because I feel like I see the chat going, talking about Brunson. Brunson had good numbers and he could have been considered, but I couldn't put him in over Halliburton. No, Brunson scores 2 more points per game, which, maybe he drops more points. He can score. We know that. But Halliburton was averaging 20.2 points, 48% from the field, 39.9 from 3, 4 rebounds per game, and 10.2 assists, 1.8 steals.
Yeah.
Those are good numbers, bro.
Those are all-star numbers.
I mean, I did the 40% from 3, bro, 39.9. Yeah.
To think that was one of the areas where they critiqued him most when he was coming out of the college system. They were critiquing, could that shot, translate in the NBA, because they felt like it could be super inconsistent because of the way he lets it go. But
right.
He knocks him down.
Let me say what's up to the chat, and I'm going to look that up for you, Miles Johnson. Give me 1 second. Shout out to Geraldine McIver, the first lady of Still Knick fans and the Knick community. Let's go. Yes, now the show can start, folks. Now it can start. Anthony Grant is in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you. Arthur Newell is here. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Amani the Great, what's good, bro? From Minneapolis is in the building. Salute to Sherwin, my guy. Was good, Sherwin. Thanks. Yeah, Sherwin, I appreciate it. Where I wish I would have saw this. I'm like, yeah, now I understand now. Thanks to John, he cleared it up. Yeah. Thank you.
That?
Now I was wrong with the All-Stars. I was looking at so many names, it was confusing me. Appreciate you, bro. Who else? Miles Johnson, appreciate you. Smoking Nick is in the building. Salute, was good, bro. All right. So he said Miles Johnson wants to know what are Harden's numbers. Tell you right now.
The one thing with Harden, though, right? He didn't start the season out, so I don't know how much that affects.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But he's gonna put up numbers, right? Offensively.
I mean, you know, even though he didn't start the season out, he played 30. He's played 34 games.
Oh, so then
Oh, wait,
he's
well, hold on. No, but we're at like 52 games in the season, right? So he missed a lot.
yeah.
That's a
It
good
was
point. Maybe
mostly the first half of the season.
it might be the amount of games that he didn't play, guys. And
But
that's a
what
good
is
consideration.
what is his average?
Dude, he's averaging 21.4 points per game.
Right, and that's
44.
low for his career. That's not
Well, yeah, but he's not the same guy anymore. That the
right.
old Harden is gone.
Plus,
He's
he also has Embiid,
he
so
has
he doesn't
Embiid,
have to do everything.
exactly. True. He's shooting 44% from the field, which is kind of right at the league average. So it's not horrible. He's shooting 39.4% from three, almost 40%. So I'm surprised at that. I thought he lost a little touch with his shot, but that's pretty good. 6.4 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.2 steals per game, and a
Yeah, he
half a
should be
block a
there.
game.
That's the biggest snub. Gotta be that and Siakam for me
Mm,
over Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson at this point. Because if I'm looking at the way the criteria in which they're handing these guys, like forward, either you're a forward or you're a guard, I would have to assume that he's a guard that could take over Drew Holiday or DeMar DeRozan if you were to put him, uh, you know, either one of them side by side.
right. Just a quick update for you guys. They just started the game again. We're back from halftime. Knicks are up 51-48 with 11 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Miami has the ball right now. And so I mean, this is gonna be one of those interesting ones, guys. There's snubs here. It just is what it is. Uh oh, well, the only reason why people are probably not making a bigger deal about this guy is just because of the fact that we don't see him. He's not playing. He's hurt or whatever's going on with him right now. But no Devin Booker. Or am I bugging? Did I see Devin
Yeah,
Booker?
no Devin Booker, but he was
Eh,
injured again. His
yeah,
injury, which is
but you know what?
surprising because you look at the starters. Kevin Durant is in, so he's probably not going to play.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. So Kevin Durant opens up a spot, guys. So I'm
Right
assuming on the East that's going to
for
go to
Harden.
Pascal. I think it's
Harden.
going to go to Siakam because
Oh,
if
because
you
of
said
the
the
big, the
position, because of
bigs.
the
Yeah,
position.
I agree.
And who else might not? Is there anybody else who might not play? Let's just take a look at that reserve list again. Is there anybody who might not play? Let me scroll up a little, guys. Sorry. No, I think everybody.
On the reserve side, but go to the starter side. I think everyone's
Um,
healthy outside of Kevin Durant.
on the starter side, yeah, I think everybody is healthy. Hold on.
It's just Durant, and there's no Kyrie either. Kyrie's numbers look good too, but again,
Yeah. Oh, wait, Zion. Zion might be hurt.
oh, Kyrie's is a starter. Sorry, I'm
Yeah, no,
bugging.
but Zion might be hurt. So that opens up a spot for one player, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think Zion's still hurt.
Mm.
Uh, so, I don't know who they'll give that to. That's going to be kind of funky. Definitely somebody deserving is probably going to get that spot. And we said in
Right.
the West, I mean, that those snubs could be it could be the positioning is interesting though. De'Aaron Fox, it could go to I don't think it'll go to Anthony Davis. It could no. I think you
Edwards,
got to give it to Anthony Edwards, bro. I
yeah,
think you got to give it to him.
he should at least
Whether
get a shot.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do it or not, but I think Anthony Edwards should get that. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, that's the All-Stars, guys. Now that we understand what's going on and we're clear, thank you, Sherwin, for letting us know we were off track. And thanks for John to finding the right stuff. Now we're good. Now we know what we're dealing with here, folks. So there's your All-Stars, man. There it is. What are we gonna do
Oh
here?
man, Julius Randle with a hard fall.
Oh,
And did that call go against the Knicks? That was interesting. Looked like it was a push on a Miami player.
I tell you one thing, guys. For someone, I haven't been able to tune in and watch like what's going on in this game because we're doing the show. It definitely seems like there's a big in tonight's game. There's a difference between the starters and the bench for the Knicks. The bench cannot hang with Miami right now because they're losing the lead, but the starters seem to be the one that is taking control of the game from them.
Yeah, and they don't have a. Yeah, it looks like Miami doesn't have enough defensive. At least who's on the court right now, Tyler Hero and Martin, don't seem to be a strong enough caliber team to get it to keep us off the paint. So we should be going to the basket often, and just making Hero and Caleb and what's his name, Caleb Martin, become the defenders that they aren't.
Agreed. I'm with you on that. Let's see what the I see the schedule. Okay. So, the Knicks in Miami are not the only game going on tonight. It's actually a good slate. This is kind of like reminiscent of Wednesday night a little bit. There's not really, but there's a good amount of games going on.
Right.
So right now, the Los
That's
Angeles.
a good shot by
Oh,
sorry.
you saw that? You saw that?
That was nice. I just caught up.
The Los Angeles Lakers are playing the Indiana Pacers. It's 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The Pacers are up 101-95. Lakers are a weird team. I don't know. But Indiana's just, they're playing good. Then you got the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Cleveland Cavaliers at halftime. Cavs are up 67-54 on Memphis. That surprises me for right now. I don't know.
Memphis lost yesterday or the day before? Memphis lost. To Lillard.
Yeah.
Right. Lillard had a game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did. Obviously, you guys know the Knicks are playing Miami right now. It's 60-48 with 8 minutes left in the third.
Say that again. I didn't. What?
Huh?
What was that?
Yeah, that's right. 60-48 up 12. But let's see if they can keep building on the lead because they're going to need to.
What was that? We up?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Let's go. Come on. Let's get this win.
We'll see. And then you got the Chicago Bulls versus the Charlotte Hornets. Chicago's up 53-49, and it looks like it just hit halftime. So that's going into the half. And then a game that started not too long ago, the Dallas Mavericks versus the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a minute left in the first quarter. Dallas is up. Hold on. Dallas is up 37-18 in that one. Let's see. Zion is not playing.
He's out. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's hurt.
So yeah, you could definitely exclude him from the from that All-Star game then.
Yeah. And even he would be excluded at this point anyway because it's too close to the game, and they're not going to let their player just come back to play that game if he's been injured. They want him to rest. So yeah, he's out of there.
I'm curious to know what are CJ McCollum's numbers this year.
They're actually pretty good.
He was in the discussions, right? No.
Yeah, he had some thought there. McCollum's been playing pretty good, surprisingly, because every time I used to think he was going to do good, he stunk it up. But this year he's been good.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram has been the one who's sort of taken a backseat a little bit.
Well, and he hasn't been healthy, bro.
That's also
hasn't
true.
Been healthy.
That is also true.
But maybe in fairness to McCollum, if I'm not mistaken, last year he did get traded mid-season. So he didn't have a full season. He wasn't comfortable. Maybe now he's comfortable with the team and he's back to, CJ McCollum.
Seems to be playing well, but that's what I mean. Yeah. Like I thought he would have had at least an opportunity for an all-star.
Well,
But
he's averaging 21.3 points per game, shooting 42% from the field, which is kind of low. Shooting 38% from three, that's pretty good. 4.4 rebounds, 5.8 assists, one steal, half a block. I mean, those are pretty good numbers, but some guys have a little better numbers than that. So, but it's really good numbers for him, and he's definitely bounced back to the McCollum we're used to in Portland.
true. And man, shout outs to Banchero, man. Rookie make only rookie. Yeah,
Paolo,
Paolo's doing his thing, man. Shout
you
outs to
see
him.
the Dookies, you see it. Oh, and guys, just to round out the last two games, there's also a 9 p.m. start. Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets. That should be a pretty good game.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then you got 10 p.m. the Clippers versus Milwaukee. Whoa, hold on. Lakers versus Pacers, Grizzlies versus Cavs, Miami versus Knicks, Charlotte versus Bulls, New Orleans versus. This is a good slate of games tonight, folks. These are good matchups, all of them. Yeah, all right. Go ahead, NBA.
That last one, Milwaukee versus who'd you say
The
again?
Clippers.
The Clippers. And the Clippers have been playing well. Kawhi's back. He's he's playing aggressive. He isn't like, he would usually take a back seat, and not really be as active offensively, but he's taking it. He's at least the last 3-4 games, he's really been showing up for that team, and they need it.
And guys, just so you know, currently the score is 64-50, 6 minutes left in the third, pretty much. And I just want to point out that RJ Barrett, all the scrutiny he's dealing with, Big Three by Tyler Hero, the scrutiny he's dealing with for not talking to the media, and possibly, being benched in crunch time of games, especially the other game. He got benched for a lot of the fourth quarter and overtime. He's got 19 points. He's playing well. He's got 10 points in this quarter. So he's stepping up, knowing that he needs to. It's good for him.
Well, listen, he has to. I mean, to be honest, if I was Tibbs, I would have not put him on in that fourth quarter either, the way he was playing.
Yes.
He's been playing. Credit to Tibbs. Hold him accountable, right?
Yeah.
That's about all I'm going to say, though. Everything else that I'm hearing lately doesn't make no sense whatsoever. It's like, yeah, well, we'll speak on that, I'm sure.
64-56, guys. 5 minutes, 56 seconds left in the third. Tyler Hero just hit back-to-back threes, and he's being guarded by RJ. RJ's got to get it together. I don't know what happened with RJ's defense this year. He's struggling a lot to stay with his men. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Listen, he's a slow-footed player.
Yeah.
He's not quick on his feet, so that happens. You get exposed in the NBA when you don't have good, quick feet defensively. So, but on the opposite end, there's no one able, other than Jimmy Butler, there is no one able to guard Barrett one-on-one. So there's going to be a mismatch every time down the floor for the Knicks, and they just need to keep taking advantage of that and not relying on the three-point shot, because Miami doesn't. I mean, the only person who shoots it at a high clip is Hero, right? Really?
Well, I mean, yeah, of the guys who play good minutes, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Shout out to Jay Boogie. Appreciate you. Salute. He says, no matter what's going on, John and Ron gonna always be here for the people, reminding us all we still Knick fans. Please.
And that's a fact.
Yep. Please hit that like button. Salute. 3 capital S's. Yes. Appreciate you, my guy. Jay Boogie in the building. And I know we're on NBK right now, but this is a still Knicks thing. Shout out to my guy, Jay Boogie. I apologize, brother. We missed it on Monday. Thank you for the generous super chat. I was so glued into the conversation. The interview with Nisha Butler was fantastic. Guys, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. Dope show. Fantastic. But I did not see that Jay Boogie gave us a super chat towards the end. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here. Dwayne Dennis is in the building. Salute to you. What's good?
Salute.
Appreciate you. Nick Yak is in the building. Salute.
Thanks for joining us.
D Grant is here. Not the D Grant we know, but it's a D Grant nevertheless. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate you.
Nice.
Um, and Dwayne Dennis says, "How does everyone like the process and how everyone is chosen?" I mean, listen. In the end, I'm okay with who got selected. There's some snubs, but the list is okay.
It's not
Seeing
bad.
seeing certain guys on the overall thing like Derrick Rose and stuff, that's wild to me. So, but in the end, who they picked is decent. It's a good list. So I don't
Yeah,
know. I guess
no,
they're
I'm with
doing it
you there.
okay.
I'm with you there. Like you're not gonna every year you're gonna have a snub or two, right? Every year you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, well, they should have had this guy in this year.
Hmm.
So would I've liked to see Fox make it? Probably, probably.
But it's a chance that De'Aaron still might make it. I honestly think that if they're gonna vote somebody in to replace Zion, even though they would get a little smaller, I think his body type is a little bigger, so it might be better. Would be Anthony Edwards, and I think that would be pretty cool on the west side because you get Anthony Edwards, first time All Star, and on the east side you get Paolo Banchero to be a first time All Star on that side. I think that's pretty cool. But I back to Booker, I will say it's kind of messed up, but he has been hurt. But this is not the first time Devin Booker has been snubbed, and Devin Booker's gotten snubbed in a year where he was balling out too. So it's messed up for him.
Yeah, I mean last year, right?
Was it last year? It was either last year or the year before. But I definitely know he's gotten snubbed before.
Yeah, there was that championship run, right? The year, yeah, the year they
Yeah,
went
yeah,
2 years
yeah. I
ago.
think you're right. Yeah, yeah,
'Cause last year they lost to the Warriors,
correct.
but it
So
was
yeah,
2 years ago.
man, that stinks. So hey, I guess we should be happy as Knicks fans that Julius made it.
Twice. Huh?
You heard him. You see it. Let's go,
Listen,
Julius.
as much as we have talked up Obi Toppin getting more minutes, listen, you got to earn them. And if you're not earning them on the court, what else is there, right? So
True.
at some point, the player has to be accountable for the way they play on the court and how many minutes they can attribute to if given the opportunity. And I think Obi's been given multiple opportunities to show what he could provide for this team. It's just Randall's outplayed him, even though he's been given more minutes, but he just outplays him just on the defensive end, on the offensive end, and all. So it may be about time we look for an option for Obi, seeing that we know Julius ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, could be, could be. This game is getting scrappy, folks. Now it's getting to the nitty gritty here. And Miami is starting to cut back into this lead. It's 66-62 with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in third, or at least on my side. And it's starting to get a little testy out here, folks. And Julius is starting to get mad because the refs are starting to call things a certain way. Julius for three. Ooh, air ball. Okay, no, that's all right. That's you an all-star. It's okay, brother. No, you good. You good. No, no, no. Don't do that, Julius.
You're gonna
You
be all
all right.
right. You're gonna be
You're
all
gonna
right.
be okay. Yeah. So let me get to what the standings are looking like for us guys, for everybody in the NBA. I'll pull that up for everybody. Boom and boom. All right. So this is the NBA standings currently. Oh boy. Here we go. This is when yeah, thank you. Let me just comment on this. All right. So anyway, I was a little worried there. Julius was getting double teamed and he almost coughed up the ball, but he was able to get it back. He kicked it out to RJ for three, but RJ missed the three. But the point is, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. And of course, they get RJ misses the three. Miami gets the possession, comes down, and missed the don't do anything anymore. Kyle Lowry hits a 3-point shot. Miami's up 67-66. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to be that guy. If you're a Miami fan, I don't want
Just
to
like
talk
that.
about your team. But let me tell you, Kyle Lowry to me is kind of washed up. But I'm sorry. I'm just saying. But it is what it is.
But occasionally he can hit an open shot.
He can hit an open shot. This is true. Shout out
Hold on.
to
What was I saying when you was like, yeah, we're up by how much? And I was like, huh?
Right. It's short-lived, man. It's short-lived.
What we talking about here?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I mean, this is what it is. Like let's go. Come on, Knicks, let's go. The Knicks have to work so hard to win these games because they have talent, but overall team talent, not so much. Overall basketball IQ, not so much. There's guys who got it. There's some guys that don't necessarily got it.
I'm gonna disagree there. I'm gonna say this all goes back to Tibbs. I don't care what anybody says. Everyone has their disagreements with me when it comes to that, and I'm totally fine with it. But at the end of the day, you can't say you don't have talent when you don't play talent. Right? So that's really what it comes down to. If you're not willing to play talent, then you have talent. You just aren't willing to play them for whatever reason.
Say it with your chest, John.
But
say it
good,
with your chest.
bad, or indifferent, right? Like at the end of the day, you're charged to win games for this organization, and you're not due to the fact that you aren't playing the talent.
I mean, not for nothing. It is kind of crazy that
offensive schemers are terrible. What are they doing? Everything's man to man. Everything is ISO, everything. Like, what are we doing? Are we playing? What kind of game is this? Like, this sort of game didn't even work in its heyday, like the 80s and 90s. This sort of offense did not work. So now, you're running a very simplified offensive scheme where you play off of a player like a Randle or Jalen Brunson dominating the ball. Doesn't do anything. They have to have someone else take over the offensive coaching, at least in games, because right now they're just looking horrible. Horrible.
Okay, this was wild, but Jimmy Butler just scored on a layup. Knicks were down 69-66. Interesting pass. Fournier found Hartenstein in the lane. Somehow Hartenstein got the ball up and it went in, so he's got a three-point play. The Knicks are down 69-68. Hartenstein has a chance to tie it. Okay. First off, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I've been doing stuff, and I wasn't able to see the beginning of the game. Did Fournier play earlier, or is this Fournier's first
I think this is his
moments
first
in the game?
I think this is his first moment in the game.
Interesting.
But again, we go back to not playing your talent.
Oh, look at Fournier with the steal. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh.
Not playing your talent. Now you're forced to play your talent. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, it is kind of crazy
on the coach.
that we're looking at the team and we're saying that our bench is not being able to hang with some of these teams right now. We don't have enough scoring because we put some of the bench guys in the starting unit that were good. And then Quickly's there by himself. And then that Fournier and Cam Reddish are on the bench. It's kind of funky. It is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It is what it is, guys.
Those who sit there and say, "Oh, well, Cam wouldn't have seen the court, or Cam's lazy," or whatever you want to say about the kid, offensively, you can't tell me he wouldn't have an impact if given the opportunity and playing minutes. It isn't like we're showing show and prove. You look at Deuce McBride, he's coming in for defense. He isn't going to light you up. And then you have Obi Toppin. He ain't going to light you up if you aren't giving him or making him the focal point of your offense. Now, if you made him the focal point of your offense with Quick as a second unit, then possibly. Because he had better minutes when he was playing with D Rose. And on top of that, you got D Rose riding the bench. You can't tell me he can't be an offensive impact off the bench.
Now that was a nice dribble drive dish right there by Julius Randle. Julius Randle brought the ball up the court. Hartenstein set a pick from him. Julius got into the lane, got the double, and then kicked it to Miles McBride in the corner for three. Now that's how you play basketball. I'm just saying, it's not that hard. It really is pretty simple. You got to trust your teammates. I mean, Julius, I mean,
But
out
you
of all
also
people,
can't
Julius
just
trusting Miles McBride in the corner.
but you can't always have the ball in your hands over dribbling either, waiting for something to develop. That
Let's
doesn't make sense,
go.
you know?
That's two.
So,
Julius dropped into the lane again, kicked it. It was a little crazy. Kicked it to Grimes in the corner. Hartenstein had to kind of move out the way, but Grimes hit the three. Knicks are up 77-69. You got to move the ball. You got to play smart basketball and move the ball. Use what the defense is doing and
but
make adjustments.
but also look at how Miami's playing him right now. They aren't giving him a double. So watch, they're gonna get him real comfortable, and then they're gonna start putting the double on him when it's late in a quarter or late in the fourth quarter. So then now he's trapped with the ball. Every team has
Oh
done it.
my, yo, this is Julius is about to lose his top. Julius has been playing very good a lot of this season. He's been controlling his emotions. You could see he's about to lose it. He's dribbling the ball up. Miles McBride came to him, and Julius was like waving him off because he's messing up. I got the ball, and then Julius doesn't pay attention and he double dribbles. Oh no! And then of course Miami scores off of that. It's 77-72 at the end of the third. But these are the type of things you don't, first off, you don't know who's at fault. We don't know what the play is. Was Miles supposed to get the ball? Maybe he was. Maybe Tibbs wanted Miles to get the ball and take control of the point guard duties. And Julius is like, nah, I got this. But then Julius has to keep focus on his dribble and not double dribble while he's orchestrating. Because that just shows that maybe you shouldn't have the ball in your hands if you can't dribble while you're talking to your teammate. Ah, no. Come
But
on,
it's
guys.
why would coach call Deuce over to grab the ball at
I
that moment
got no clue.
instead of on
Unless
the inbound? Instead
it,
of on
it
the
was
inbound.
right. It was either Deuce was told to come over or Deuce didn't know what he was supposed to do and he came
That's what I'm
over. And that's
saying.
why Julius was waving him off. Julius could be right, but the point is you got to maintain your dribble, Julius.
But communication, man, like
So remember when you said you disagreed with me about and that comes down to Tibbs, which I do agree with you. But remember when I said we got some guys with high IQ? Hmm? Hmm? Okay, just saying. I'm just saying.
yeah,
We in
but
trouble. We in
when you
trouble,
talk
bro.
about high IQ, you're talking about certain plays at the end of games, not knowing where you need to be.
Well, it's
Because
not
this
even
is
just
not
at
a
the
really
end
a
of the game.
high IQ right here. This is just not
Yeah, but
not
I
being
mean,
mindful of who's running the offense at
but
that particular time.
in one way you could say that's true, but when you're dealing with Julius Randle, sometimes he kind of gets brain farts out there on the court. He does do that. He and
Right.
last year when the Knicks were running their different scheme, do you guys remember how many times Julius and Fournier ran into each other when they were doing the
Right.
Spanish
The
pick and
handoff.
roll, the dribble handoff and stuff? You know how many times they ran
But,
into each other?
but
You know how
that's
many
not
times Julius didn't know where he was supposed to be?
right. And so that's also where coaching comes in, right? Because you're supposed to be drilling that in there. And if you don't drill that enough to where they get it, why would you use it? Why would you use Julius in that way if he isn't ready for it? Like you and I know we could look at Randall right now and say he's a good number two, number three piece to have on your team. He's not. He shouldn't be your number one guy.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
And yeah,
Because because of those plays, because plays down the stretch, he's holding the ball too long. Like you giving him the last shot, he's not aware of the shot clock and how much time he has, what's he up against, where's the trap coming from. Like those are the things where elite players study and understand how to get theirs off.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let me say, and I hear what you're saying, Smoking Nick. I know you're a Julius Stan. I get it, but let me see if I say this, if this makes sense to everybody. Julius should be able to make plays, but he shouldn't be a playmaker. Does that make sense? It's like when Julius gets the ball, he commands so much attention and action, and he should have the ability to go do what he's got to do and make a decision. When he gets the ball, he should be able to do that, and he usually can make good decisions. He's a good basketball player when it comes to that, but he shouldn't be the guy that you're having the offense run through. He
Not every
shouldn't be the
time.
facility. No, he
Not
shouldn't be
every
that
time.
guy.
And he's not a number one guy. I mean, you could like him or not like him. I mean, I think he's a good player, but he's not a number one guy. He just isn't.
But he definitely is an NBA All-Star, and he's played great this year. And I'm not mad at him getting upset with what happened with McBride. I mean, 3 possessions in a row, Julius came down, and the Knicks got good plays out of it. And 2 times in a row, they got 3-point shots out of it to help them, get a nice little lead. It's, you got to let Julius cook too. I get it. I'm just saying you don't want to do too much of it, because we've seen the reason that Jalen Brunson is here is because Julius did a lot of it last year, and so did RJ. And we lost a lot of games, especially in the fourth quarter, because, poor decision making at certain points. Not all the time, but at certain points. OB is in the game. Oh, and thanks. I see that, guys. I forgot who said it. John. Oh, yeah. Dwayne Dennis said it. Apparently, Fournier was in the game earlier.
So
was
he?
We
I missed
we
that
just
then.
didn't see it. Yeah. Appreciate that, guys. Okay. So, we try to do
So
this.
wait a minute. Quick is out today?
No, he's playing.
Okay. So who's the odd man out? Because they don't play.
There isn't one. He looks
He's
like
playing 10?
Yeah. Looks like Tibbs made the addition because Grimes is in there, RJ's in there, Sims is there, Hartenstein's there. Oh, wait. And where's Brunson?
Brunson ain't playing.
Nah,
Brunson ain't playing. I haven't seen Brunson all game.
Oh, hold on. I'm bugging out. Are we wrong, guys? Is Brunson not playing? I don't see him on the bench either.
No, quickly started.
Oh, that's what. Okay, there is an odd man out. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was just curious as to why Tibbs would go to Fournier. Because he hasn't been playing them. Okay, look at Miles.
It's probably just a rest day then, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Brunson is out. Thanks, Young Income. Appreciate that, brother. Okay, we got a lot of going back and forth. We need some stops here, but nice shot by Miles McBride. Good job. Sherwood's got no hope. He said the lead will disappear. No defense. OB is in the game. All right.
Listen, he isn't wrong about it.
I mean, listen, that this is true, but somehow the Knicks are scoring. If the Knicks, what was that? Oh, you didn't see it yet, John. You'll see it. I'm just gonna say hero, and you'll see what it is. Oh my goodness! Come on, guys, you got to do better than that. Teflon Don. But the Knicks are scoring, bro. It's like there's no defense being played right now. It's just back in, it's just trading baskets. I don't like the rotation here, guys. They're a little slow. Okay. All right. Yeah, someone's leaving this guy open. Good. At least he missed. Look at Fournier heads up to Obi. Okay, Fournier's making a little bit of a difference here, guys. An NBA basketball player, a professional basketball player. Just saying. Ooh, Sherwin with the hot take. The ball moves better when Brunson is out. Oof.
It's interesting. That's also
true. I mean, the problem is it was moving good in the beginning of the season when Brunson was orchestrating, but he's become such a dynamic scorer that he's become really ISO heavy. So it's like ISO heavy.
Who makes that decision? No, it's not Brunson.
I'm with you there, brother. I'm with you on that. You know my stance. My stance.
It's so silly when people, like give the opinion of saying, well, Tibbs isn't the problem. Like Tibbs is part of the problem. It really is. At this point, we've seen enough of it to know that this isn't going to work to like to bring this team to the next level. Having him as our coach isn't going to bring us to the next level. Anyone who thinks so is not watching what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? They may be seeing it differently. I'm looking at this and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense why he is still running the offense for the team. Like defensively, okay, give him a little bit of credit there, even though they're terrible defending the three. They're better when of course they got Mitchell Robinson in the game, but still, all in all, offensively, they're pretty one dimensional.
Yeah, it's true. And just real quick, guys, just a rundown of the top teams in the standings. Boston's at the lead, still Eastern Conference, 37-15. They've won 2 in a row. Milwaukee's at 34-17, right behind them. They've won 5 in a row. Philadelphia has been pretty hot lately. They just won, just one game, but they were 8-2 over their last 10. They've been pretty hot. 33-17 for them. And then, Brooklyn is still maintaining. Cleveland's right there. And Miami has been playing pretty good lately. Washington Wizards have won 6 in a row at 24-26. Your Knicks are at 7th with 27-25. They've lost 2 in a row. Hopefully they can change that tonight. In the West, you got the Denver Nuggets at 35-16. They've won their last game. Memphis lost their last game, and I don't know if they're still losing tonight. They're 32-19. Sacramento, 29-21, won 2 in a row. Clippers is 29-25. Dallas is 27-25. And then Minnesota is 28-26. And then you look at this: Golden State and Phoenix, New Orleans. What? Damn, what the hell happened to New Orleans, guys?
9 in
New
a row,
Orleans
bro.
Yo, what?
They lost 9 in a row.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
goodness, bro. Wow.
How quickly things can shift, right?
I'm just looking at that. I'm shocked.
Here's the thing. This game for the Knicks is huge because you need this. You need this game if you're the Knicks, because where you're at in the standings and then your head-to-head matchup. You got it. You got to have these when you lose, because we lost against Toronto, which was a head-to-head. You know what I mean? You lose to Brooklyn. You got to get one within the division. Like, you got to.
Yeah, I agree with that. And let me tell you, this Knicks team, the way the bench is playing now is different from how the bench was playing earlier. They're trying to hustle. They're getting scrappy out here. It's good to see. I'm still looking to see if Obi does something. I see you, Sherwin. I'm looking to see if he does anything, bro, on defense. I'm hoping.
Obi had that one, that one fadeaway jump shot. That's about it, right?
You see, this is what gets me mad. RJ just drove into the lane, into all this congestion. He turns around and he tries to flip the ball up. Instead of, do you ever think about passing it to Hartenstein, who's in the lane with you? Like, just believe in your teammates. I don't know where this selfish RJ came from. I don't like it. I've been talking about it all year. It's really bad this year. I don't like it. Don't like it. It's 90-81 right now, guys. 7 minutes and 27 seconds left in the fourth. Hartenstein passes to Miles McBride for the layup, folks. That's how you do it. Move the ball. Trust your teammates.
Move the ball. And to be honest with you, I'll keep this 5 running if they're outscoring their, they're outscoring them right now. So,
yeah, I mean, whatever works, because the problem is what's going to happen is eventually they're going to go back to the starters, but the starters are probably not going to have RJ, because RJ is putting in a lot of effort with this bench unit right now. And so Tibbs is probably going to kind of mess with Quickly and Grimes and Julius, and that'll be the trifecta of guys he's going to for the most part. And then Sims will be out there. I mean, look, Grimes is coming in right now for McBride.
Again, it could be a momentum shift now, right? Because it's not like Miami went on any run just yet. Now you put in a bench who's somewhat cold. They're coming back. They got to get back into the swing of things. If they don't get it going early, you lose the lead again.
Yeah. Shout out to Knicks 100. I see you. Appreciate. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about Sanga Waldron. I see you. What's good? G Robinson's in the building. What's good? Hector Gaston is in the building. I see you. And I think I mentioned him, but if I didn't, Khalid Pasha is in the building. Salute. I don't know if I can agree with you, Knicks 100. I can't, as much as I feel a certain way about him running the point and his point guard duties. Quickly's been playing good this year, bro. I don't know. And defensively, he's one of the top defenders in the league at his position. I don't know if I can call him a bum right now. I don't know. Not this year, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Ron. I like the way Quickly's been playing this year. Sometimes I don't think he's with the right lineup, like in with the right lineup sometimes.
That's
like,
a good pass, RJ. Sorry.
Yeah. Please speak to him.
Yeah, please make the right call. Just move it. Move the ball. I mean, we didn't get the shot, but the point is, at least he didn't throw it to the wrong person. They was doubling him, so that's good. All right. Obi's getting rebounds. Okay, that's something he could do. He should be flying in there getting rebounds. Oh, let's go, RJ. You'll see it. Sorry. Gotta love it. This is live YouTube, folks. You getting it hot off the presses. RJ with a very nice move in the lane.
Nice. It was halfway a Euro step, right?
Yeah, halfway a Euro step. Yeah. I like this battle though, but I'm telling you, I don't know what RJ has to do. I don't know if he can do something, but Hero is starting to give him the business. I want him to be able to get some stops. That might make the difference in the game.
He shouldn't be the guy you're looking for to get the stops, though. That's the thing.
I know, but if whoever RJ's guarding is cooking us, we got a problem.
No, but you got to move him against a more weaker offensive player. Like Hero is not the right matchup, and neither is Jimmy Butler. So move him away from those two guys.
Oh my goodness, look at Hero.
You know, who else? Who's in there right there for Miami? And I can't really tell who that is. Who's their forwards?
Bam is in there. Well, Bam's the center.
Mm-hmm.
Butler. I can't see, and it just went to commercial on my end.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was. That Caleb? No,
he's on the bench. Okay, I can tell you. You know the power
that's who you want RJ to land on, right? You don't want him covering Jimmy, and you don't want him covering Hero.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy. I forget his name. It's not what the hell is his name? Number 30, whatever his name is. What the hell is it? Shoot. I'm gonna have to pull it up. All right, guys. Well, I mean, you get the gist of it. Yeah, I'm sorry. For those who really want to hear about other stuff, other teams going on today, it's just kind of tough with the Knicks playing live. So, bear with us, guys. I know it's tough. It's tough. But, at least we went down the standings. And we hit you with the All-Stars. So but we Knicks fans, baby. This is nothing but Knicks, you know what I mean?
It's the NBA report with the sprinkle of Knicks. This is the sprinkle.
The sprinkle is there's a little bit more.
We went heavy on the sprinkles.
We went heavy on the sprinkles today. Facts. Yeah, guys. Let me see here. Let me see. Hector Gaston says, "Do you keep Randle on the bench the rest of the game? He already made the All-Star." I mean, I would hope.
But you need this win. Though. You need the win. Is Obi giving you enough good minutes? Right now, he isn't hurting you.
He's not hurting you
right now.
So that's the key. Is you got to watch. If he's hurting you, you got to get him out of there. But if he's not hurting you let him play.
That's what I look like.
Paris Duggar said during the game run. I don't know. What do you mean, bro? Yeah, man. And we had listen. I mean, technically, this is one of those games where you just want to sit down and watch the game, right? But we haven't done the NBA report last week. We got to give it to you, bro. Who we trading for? Chef NYK is in the building. Salute. What's good? I don't know, John. Oh, I lost John. Maybe he'll be right back. And in the meantime, let me get this out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, he's back. I think he's back. Might have a spike. Let me drop him down until we get that figured out. Yeah. So Julius is back in the game. Okay, there he goes. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
You just dropped out, B.
Yeah,
Parrish Douglas said during the game, and you were like, "Nah, I'm out." B,
I
all
hit
right,
the
Parrish.
matrix. I hit the matrix. I was like, "You're right. I might as well see this game in person."
Yeah. um. So, John, who we trading for, bro?
Who are we trading for? Actually, what team you think will make a trade that would have the most impact?
I mean,
When
it's
you
been
look
pretty
at the way the
quiet.
teams are right now and the way they're situated, what team needs to make a trade to have the most impact? I'm thinking Dallas.
Dallas making a trade would have impact. But here's an interesting trade because there's people who are in on OG Anunoby, like the Knicks. But
Will that
what if
impact Toronto though?
no, because I think Toronto's going I think Toronto's going the opposite direction, right? But I mean, outside of the Knicks, what if, because Miami's been listed, what if Miami wound up with OG Anunoby?
Well, yeah, that's a good move for Miami. They'll definitely know how to use them. That's my fear with an like a Nobi, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
we got Tibbs as the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would know how to use them.
I mean, I think Tibbs would fall in love with them because I think on the defensive end,
No
Anunoby would
way.
give it on the defensive end.
But look at his game. Like, look at Anobi's game. Nowhere where you see Tibbs play a guy like that. Never.
He'd probably just use him as a 3-and-D guy, just playing the defense and
He-
then spotting up in the corners.
Spot shooter. He's not a spot shooter.
Um,
He's a guy who can facilitate in an offense.
well, he
He,
can. You're right.
he
He's a
should not,
well-rounded.
and
Yeah.
he's sort of he's not gonna he's not like he's got all the skills and ability, but he doesn't like jump out at you as an athletic type of player.
He does shoot 36.6 from the three, though.
I get that, but again, you look at the team and the way they played out there versus how we play. Different. Anobi has the ball in his hands a lot when he's within an offensive. It's different. Instead of just hanging around waiting for a 3-point shot, I don't think Tibbs will use him right.
This game is getting close, folks. There's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's 94-91. The Knicks were kind of stuck on 94 for a couple minutes here. And
The one player that I would say, I think I heard Sim talk about it, was Sadiq Bey. If there's a way you can get Sadiq Bey here on the Knicks, which I don't think is possible, but if you could, that would be someone I'll be interested in.
Here's a question. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Would you? I don't know if the Knicks would even do that. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that they would have to give up. But say the Knicks really are in on OG Anunoby, and I'm not saying I love this because you're talking about giving up a player or two, depending on who the player is, and 3 first-round picks. I mean, you couldn't do that for Donovan Mitchell. Come on, son. But whatever. Say they make that move. Are you okay with them going to war the rest of the season with OG Anunoby? Like
Again,
that's
this
the
is
thing. Like I don't
Tibbs,
know.
though. It's Tibbs. Who's in that trade, in your opinion?
Probably
Obviously, Cam, right, would be a part of
I
that trade.
think Cam and Obi.
You got, and then 3 first-round draft picks.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that the Knicks will do that. I'm just telling you that's what Toronto wants. They want 3 first-round draft picks.
That's what I'm
So
saying. I
I don't
think
know.
it would look good on paper. It just on the receiving side of it, we will not get the same impact from OG Anunoby because, in my opinion, he wouldn't be played right. He wouldn't be utilized in the right fashion, not with his skill set.
But then again, on the flip side, not that it'll happen, the ownership and the front office might say, we have a chance to go get OG Anunoby. We're going to go get him now because Tibbs may not be here next year.
Okay, so what is he playing for you?
He plays the 3 and RJ moves to the 2.
Not happening. Grimes is not leaving the starting squad.
I think he could, bro, because OG
Not,
Anunoby plays the same type of defense that Grimes
not
plays.
with Tibbs. Not with Tibbs.
But OG's he's a defensive guy.
I'm saying this is Tibbs. He got quickly playing the 2. This is Tibbs.
But he's got quickly playing the 2 because he doesn't have that other option. If you look at what Tibbs said, the one position he wants is a 3 and D guy, and the Knicks haven't given it to him.
And we know Tibbs lies. We know he don't speak truth, right? So we know that. We know he doesn't speak truth because what he said about Cam is untrue, right? So we know he speaks untruth. So he said, "I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity." You gave them a lick of time, never given a true opportunity to show what their worth is. So I don't believe anything Tibbs has to say right now. I think he was right for the culture to shift the culture.
Let's go, RJ.
He's not for us in the future. He's not for our future. But again, if you're looking at it as an organizational standpoint and saying, yeah, we're thinking after this year we're going to move away from Tibbs and we bring in Anunoby for our future, then by all means you bring him in because you know you're going to get someone in who can present that for next season, because this season, while Tibbs is here, it's not going to happen. But for beyond, he's a good fit. He's a good player to have. He could play the 3 and he could play the 4, and he's solid in both areas. So,
yeah, I mean that's true. Big layup by RJ a little while ago, and a really nice big 3 by Grimes. See, Grimes is funky, man, because he's so inconsistent. If we would have had this type of shooting from Grimes in the Laker game, the Knicks would have won that game. He was 0 for 5 from 3. Tonight he's knocking down those shots.
But that happens with young players.
No, it does. I just get I feel like he's very inconsistent with his shot. For such a good form, I just think he would be a little better at it.
He has to believe in it more. He has to believe in it more, and he has to believe in his ability to handle the rock and drive to the basket. Because when he does it, when he does that, and he's confident in that, he's a better player, or he proves to be a better player on the court. At least Grimes.
And see, this is the thing. RJ just got a goaltend. Bam just goaltended the shot. I don't know if they're called a timeout or they're reviewing it. Oh, they're reviewing it. But he did. Are they trying to say that it hit the backboard? But I think Spoelstra was trying to say it was tipped before Bam hit it.
Nah,
I don't know if that. I don't know. Let me see.
Did it show on a slow-mo? Was it tipped?
Oh, you know what? I don't know, because it hit the backboard twice. When RJ went up, it kind of skimmed the backboard, and then he pinned it on the backboard. So I don't know how that works. I'm not too familiar with the rule.
Yeah.
And guys, look, this is the conundrum with RJ. You see how we talk about RJ, how his defense is really bad at times, how sometimes he doesn't have good games, he doesn't show up. But notice once again in the crunch time, he's getting big baskets right here. RJ always has a inkling for getting big baskets down the stretch. this is why you look at him and like he can help the team. Oh, what are they saying? Let's see. Let's see if they take the points off the board. That's how I'll know. No, the points are still up. Knicks still have 102.97. I guess the basket counts. All right, good. 102.97, guys. 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, it's big. But remember, he can't keep his head down all the time. You got to be able to look, a defender off from time to time.
RJ's got 30 points and 8 rebounds.
It's a good
13 for
comeback
23.
game.
Yeah. Oh, you got to stop Hero, though. Oh, man. Hero is just cooking. RJ's got to get a stop, man. He's got to.
This is what I don't understand. Why is it that he's on Hero? What's the purpose of that?
Bro. I don't know. And I don't know why Tibbs hasn't made an adjustment and put Grimes on Hero, unless he doesn't want to upset RJ's psyche, like like maybe he'll take it as a disrespect. I don't know.
What's gonna be more upsetting? You get, you know what I mean? Like you getting washed up out there. Like now that you see they're doubling RJ with the basketball, so they want him to pass the rock, and he's got to be a willing passer.
That's a good point, Sherwin. Grimes does he jacks the ball up really quickly. And it looks like he does shoot before he's set. So therefore, that's why he doesn't get the consistency with his shots. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, when he's set and he's delivering on on his shot the way he's supposed to, he knocks him down. But yeah, 100% right. He's so early, like with his thinking in the game, right? He's always thinking and he's reacting super fast without the ball. Sometimes don't even get to him, and he's moving.
He's already moving. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
And dude, when he gets the ball, like when he's gonna drive, he's like shot out a cannon, bro. He's like going 100 miles an hour.
Which you like in a young player because that shows there's no fear. You know what I mean? But also, as you get older and you mature, you learn how to allow your game come to you.
Yeah, and you got to pick your spots because that type of stuff is how he gets a quick first step on guys, and he makes. But the only thing that worries me is I've seen guys like that throughout the league, and for the Knicks, I always point to him, Amon Shumpert. When he first came to the Knicks, that's how he used to be until he got hurt.
Right. You got to be able to shift gears. And if you're fast all the time, everyone catches up to that, tendency. And so they'll be quick as well. Look at this bad pass. Oh my Lord. What are they doing? Can't inbound the ball? Is there not a set play that you can execute? Look at the play that they run. Look.
So here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing.
Let's start with who's inbounding the ball.
Well,
What's that? What is that?
I don't know, but like, why throw that pass when Bam, a taller player, is on Julius?
Who passed that?
RJ.
Why is he inbounding the ball? Do you not have other, bro?
Who who normally inbounds the ball? Well, sometimes. Jalen Brunson. No Jalen Brunson tonight.
And Grimes too. You have Grimes on the floor. These are the things that just like drive me nuts. And then why are you trying to post over Bam? Call a play.
And then you don't have to force it. He could have got the inbound to Quickly, and then Quickly can give the ball to Julius. Like, you don't have to throw it to Julius that way.
Listen, IQ starts with the coaching.
Yeah.
You said, we don't have the players with the IQ. It's looking like we ain't got the coach with the IQ either. Look at this. All they doing is
pass, move the ball. There you go. Move the ball.
There you getting heavy.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting
right. You see, but that's because the press is there. They're pushing up on the Knicks right now. So
yeah, just make the right pass,
man. Make the right play. But look at them defensively where they're at. And that's a good rebound.
Oh my God. RJ giveth and he taketh, or taketh and he giveth.
Yo, not for nothing, my son is playing like, oh man, my son just played like this in his last game where he had the great play and gave it up.
Knicks going to win this game, but let me tell you, this is a disgusting way to finish a
Disgusting way
game.
to end,
And
yeah.
this points to guys, all of y'all who don't want to give credit to him. And don't get me wrong. He's been playing a little lackadaisical or a little sloppy in his last couple games. Jalen Brunson, that is. But Jalen Brunson handles the ball and usually makes better decisions in the fourth quarter. This is how you avoid this stuff. Look at what's happening here. This is the circus. I don't have circus music, but I'd be playing it. That's a good pass. That's a good play that they just made the show in the replay for. But then this possession right here, he gets the ball. Julius gets the rebound, kicks it to RJ. RJ makes a horrible pass to Quickly. Then, Miami gets the ball back. And the Knicks steal it again with Hartenstein. Hartenstein dribbles the ball back down the court, gives it to Grimes. Grimes gives it to Julius for an easy layup. But before that just looked crazy. Like, it's just wild stuff, man. Mike Boy, I know, bro. I know. That's exactly that's it. Salute to you, bro. All right,
But
whatever.
a win is a win. A win is a win. I take the
this
win. You need the win.
This is a down and dirty win for the Knicks. But let me tell you something. This is the type of basketball play that don't work in the playoffs, man. You don't get away with this type of stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at this. We got a new member. What? Josh, a.k.a. Uncle Fulio, a new member to the NBK, nothing but Knicks. Appreciate you, Josh. I think you should have been a member a long time ago, but that's between me and you. Let's see here. 5.2 seconds. The inbound. Oh, knocks it down. Who is that dude? What's his name again? I keep forgetting. Is that Strus? Oh, I think it was Strus. Yeah, it was Strus who hit it.
He's the other guy who can hurt you.
Yeah, Strus just hits a three. 2.9 seconds. The Knicks are up.
He's like he's angry at his team. Mind you, this entire game you haven't even pressed up enough so they could get comfortable with this sort of defensive stop. What are you going to cause? A double pick? Who's supposed to be there?
Well, I tell you one thing. Normally, you would want Grimes on Strus and not Hartenstein having to go out there. But since Bam has 30 points and is cooking everybody who's guarding him, especially Hartenstein, I don't know. I don't know.
Here's the question: would you rather give the 2 or would you rather give up the 3?
I'd rather give up the 2, but that's always been my mantra.
That's what I'm saying.
You know how Tibbs does.
Right. Exactly. The opposite.
Okay. There's 2.9 seconds. Barring a monumental collapse, the Knicks should win this game. You got to hit your free throws, though. And I don't know who I feel confident with getting the free throw shots.
Quickly. Get the ball to Quick or Fournier.
Yeah. I bet you Julius takes the shots.
I bet you it's RJ.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
I know who ain't gonna be. Ain't gonna be Grimes.
Yeah, well, we see that. All right, they're trying to inbound the ball here. Let's see what happens. Oh boy.
Come on, man. No dead time. Let's go.
Oh my Lord.
God. Wow. Now, who drew that play up?
Well, I don't think this was the play. They just couldn't get the ball into anybody.
Who drew the play up?
I don't think that's a play that they drew up.
Bro, they ran a play. It was a terribly designed
and
play.
They're playing good defense.
It's a terribly designed play. There's nobody picking anyone. Everyone's flying off to the side.
Now, that may be true. You could have come up with something better.
IQ starts with the coaching. Come on, bro.
This is a terrible win, D. Grant
This
says.
is
If they can get it done, bro,
this
because
is a
I'm not sure they're
very
going to
ugly.
win yet.
Yeah, this is poor Julius. He just fell on his own too.
Yeah, but it's a wet spot. He slipped. It is what it is. This is rough, bro. Shout out to new Knicks City and Squad. You're salute.
Yo,
Appreciate you, bro.
why did Bam just curse that? What are you talking about? What? Yo, Bam is silly.
I mean, because Bam didn't
is
touch him.
He didn't touch him.
Oh boy.
That's a foul on the Knicks custodial. What do they call those guys who run in and clean the court?
This could be bad,
custodial,
guys, because they might. This is like, I think this stuff is reviewable. They might say this is not a foul, and instead of the Knicks getting possession, they might do a jump ball here. That could be bad.
You might be right.
That could be bad. Yep. Looks like the timeout has. Looks like Miami won this review. Oh, wait a minute. So if it's not,
how are they awarding it the ball to Miami?
Because they're not calling a foul on Julius. He just slipped down, and then Bam got possession. So
No,
whoever has the.
Oh yeah, he did. Did he?
Yeah, Bam got possession. So this is even worse. This is even worse than I thought, guys.
Oh man.
Oh wait, David L. say you probably ahead of me, David L. Don't spoil it for me. Because John's behind me, but I know I'm behind because Fubu is behind regular TV.
I'm watching it on my phone. This is crazy. That is hilarious. If we won this game, this is an ugly, ugly win. Probably the ugliest win of the season.
This is nasty. Gotta love it.
You know what's crazy? Because our Knicks fandom, that Julius slip is going to be a meme.
But it's not fair, man. On his All-Star night, come on, man. Man. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. I still haven't even got the official notice on my phone. So if I haven't got the official notice on my phone, which is supposed to be real time, then it ain't over yet. Miami's trying to inbound to Hero with a great look in the corner. He missed the three. The Knicks win. He had a great look, though. That was a really good look for him. Gotta love the guts to go for three, though. I mean, I guess you could have drawn up something to get a 2 to tie, but I don't know. That was a good look. All right, Knicks win the game.
Knicks win the game. Now, here's the difference between inbound in the ball. See how that pick action, all that pick action? Where was that in Tibbs' drawing?
I mean, look at that. Look how slow RJ was. Luckily, Julius was in the area, but Hero could have got even a better look. If Julius hadn't been there to help, Hero would have been wide open, bro. Oh, my God. Guys, we got to get it together. Alfredo Flores says, hashtag still fire Tibbs. No, it's still Knicks fans. Oh, I get it.
Right.
Just joking. Shout out to you, Alfredo Flores. Appreciate you, brother. And shout out to you, David L. I appreciate you. I don't know if I even said that. We needed this game, though. That's 100% true. We needed this game. It was disgusting.
100%.
The last 5-6 minutes was really bad, but this is how the Knicks win in these type of games. Usually the games against, especially the good teams in the league, it's a grind them out, dirty type game that doesn't look as pretty as you'd like it to look. So, Shout out to the Knicks, guys.
We got one.
We got one. Fire Tibbs at the All-Star break, Alfredo Flores says.
And as of right now, Ron, I hate to tell you this. Listen, I'm up on our predictions this week. Oh yeah.
Oh, I know. I saw
2 in a row.
I saw it coming.
That's 2 in a row.
But Did you get the Clippers winning too? I mean, wouldn't the Knicks winning against the Clippers?
I do.
Damn it! All right, so you gonna win this week? I'm not gonna get you.
I do.
Okay, all right, whatever. So I can't win. That's cool. All
We gotta
right,
get
guys.
we gotta get the sample of Adrian, the Rocky voice.
You can't win. Yeah, I need that. Yeah, because there's no way I'm not gonna pull this one out. My this is for my hopes and dreams, guys. That's it.
Well, listen, this at the end of the day, it's a good look for Randle getting this win, having his son on the court with him, being selected as an All-Star.
Yay!
Kudos.
Yay!
We got to change that one. That's such a weak.
I don't like. I
don't like that one at all.
It's not a like it.
Yay! Hooray! Go New York, go New York, go.
Yeah, it's a little bit much. Okay, I get it. Oh man. Listen. Well, guys, we were able to pull it out. It wasn't perfect, but the Knicks won the game. You know, shout out to them for getting the win, getting the victory. And let's look forward to the next couple because we got back-to-backs. And those back-to-backs are not easy. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Let's just call them out real quick, see who the Knicks got on the back-to-backs before we get out of here. Where's my schedule? My schedule. Wow, there we go. Next up for the Knicks is the Clippers on February 4th. And then February 5th, we got Philadelphia. So that's the back-to-back. Wow.
Be a good one. Like I said, I think we could pull off. I mean, hopefully this was a rest day for Brunson, but I think with Brunson back, I think we would be, I wouldn't shy away from using Fournier in that game and moving away from Deuce, to be honest. Even though Deuce had a really good game today, just for an offensive punch off the bench, work quickly, may work a little better. But again, this is Tibbs' coach team, so he's gonna want to go small,
right?
Well, that's what he does.
You know what? Let me just run down this real quick so you guys know what the box score was. I'm sure Sim is going to do his post game in a little bit, so we should get out of here. But so Jimmy Butler finished with 10 points. Not a great game for Jimmy. Caleb Martin had 5. Bam Adebayo had 32, 9, and 3. And then you had Tyler Hero with 25, 5, and 8. And you know what? Let me see. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy. Yeah. Let's see if he trying. You trying to say something, brother? Let me see if I can get him in here. Look at it. Look at it. This is his first chance to ever get on with us because he's always working when we're on. I just got to get him in here real quick before we get out of here because I don't want to cut into Sim's time. And shout out to Keith Knight in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. Anna Grills here, building blocks. Jerry Fitz in the building. Appreciate you. Okay, let's get him in here. Get this up real quick. Where's my 3? Where's my 3? There we go. Boom. Why did that come out all funky? Why does it look like that?
That's all right. We could drop it down.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. Oh, there it is.
Nice. Well, it still looks a little weird.
It still looks a little weird though. That's okay, whatever. I don't know what's happening, guys. But anyway, hey, Tony Crow, Knicks and Bruises.
Yo, Blackest Time. Shout out to the chat. I just walked in. I seen it was live. I'm like, yo, let me see what's going on.
Yeah, man.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, man. The dope. What do you think about? I mean, do you just walked in? So you hear what happened in this game?
I mean, I know we won. I was listening to it as I was driving.
Oh, you might. I'm surprised you didn't, stumble off to the side.
I mean,
how many turnovers
I pulled over to catch the end. I pulled over to catch the end.
That was scary. That was a sloppy win.
It was. But you know what? A win is a win, and
I
we
just
got to
said
be
that.
happy. We needed this one against this team.
Yep.
Mhm.
You
Important
know what I
win.
mean? Now we just a game back from them, and
Uh-huh.
and the schedule don't get no easier. So good win without Brunson as well too. So nice
Yep.
showing, man. I'm happy.
Yep. Looks like Sim is going to hit us with the post game analysis at 10:20. So we got about 10 minutes,
10
but
minutes.
we'll get out of here in 5. But I just wanted to chop it up with Tony real quick and
No, I
get Tony's thoughts.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but this is great. This is great. But look, dude, this game was a circus, bro. I mean, I know you just got in, so I don't know if you were even able to. You might have been able to hear it or what. But let me tell you something. This last 5-6 minutes was bananas, bro.
I mean, it's not nothing we haven't seen or heard before. You know what I mean? Like to be honest. So, I mean, look what happened. What was it last game or 2 games ago? Like it's nothing new. I mean, if anything, the outcome is the new part, right? It didn't go into overtime. We didn't lose. So
True. It's just like the Knicks always give you this heartburn that this agina, like
yes,
it's always something,
yes,
bro. They can't just
you can't just enjoy the game straight through. You know what I mean? It's got to be some anxiety buttons pushed. You know what I mean? Like got the bottle right here every time
yeah, you know what I
I'm
mean.
watching the game. Real.
So this is a question I have, and I hear folks. Well, let me ask your opinion. These close games and these games that we run into that are you have the ability to win games and lose games. Do you depend on the players to be prepared for the moment, or more so the coaching to be prepared for those moments?
I think
Mm,
that they're learning in real time. So every time they go through it, it's another experience. You know what I mean? It's another learning experience, and that's how they get better and for the next time. Now, granted, we've been through a lot of these, and we haven't pulled a lot of these off. You know what I mean? Or even the ones we have, it's been a little sloppy. But I would expect the more they go through this is the better for them in the long run. You know what I mean? So
Right.
the most important thing is get the win no matter what, right? However you go through it. I said it on a couple maybe a week ago when we beat Boston. I said this win might propel us.
mm,
This win might put us on another win streak because we went through everything that we've been going through throughout the season all in one game. You know what I mean? We blew the lead. We missed free throws. We missed open threes down the stretch. It went into overtime and we pulled it out though. You know what I mean? So I was like really excited about that one.
Right.
But the experiences, you know what I mean? Like that's the most important thing. Like for me, like these guys are still young, and the guys who are older are still young in their roles, in their new roles.
mm.
You know what I mean? So it's all learning experiences to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I just find it odd that we just keep making the same mistakes with the same playbook. You know what I'm saying? And it's like for me, and I was just telling Ron, when you look at an inbounds play and you see no action to allow for folks to move and get open, it's everybody's. It's like what kind of play calls are happening here?
I had a totally different take on that. Like to me tonight really just justified it, for me in a sense Brunson inbounding the ball the previous game because that's who Tibbs trusts. You know, me and Sim talked about it but behind the scenes, and he's like, maybe that's just the only guy he trusts. That's what Sim said,
It's crazy.
and it makes perfect sense as to why. Because look at it, what's happening when someone I'm you know what I mean, when someone
Well,
else does it,
but
inbounds the
I
ball.
would I would say I would say yes to that if there was someone open.
I mean, Randall
Like
was open on one of the inbounds from
with
RJ.
the
Yeah,
RJ move
yeah,
over
yeah.
Bam. That
He-
one.
No. Yes, initially he missed them. Even an announcer said it. He was open at first.
Oh, see, because
And he waited too
we're
long.
recording, so we can't hear them when they're talking.
Right. I'm trying to look and talk at the same time. But I
Yeah.
was like, all I see is Bam covering him. I'm like, why would you lob that over? Like,
It was
why is that even a play?
It was prior to, like,
Mm.
he missed them, and then it was late, or I shouldn't say, it was late. You know what I mean? Because he still passed it to him, but the pass was bad, not the you know what I mean, the play.
Right.
Yo, so what are we doing? We're gonna say goodbye and jump on with Sim.
That's where I'm going.
I mean, you can do that for a little bit. I mean, I might be able to do a little. I got to eat something real quick, but
I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
But I tell you one thing is kind of interesting. This goes quick to Nick PR. RJ is being interviewed right now by the post game crew in the studio. This don't normally happen, guys. So obviously you could tell that the Knicks are trying to put to bed all this whole RJ's, whining,
I mean,
he's not media, all this stuff.
I mean, he has some explaining to do, regardless of the fact. You know what I mean? Like that's not his MO. Period.
True.
And we could all understand why he would, but it's going to be addressed. It's going to be asked, like, hey, yeah, what happened last game? And
I'm glad he's doing it though.
Yeah, no. I mean, after tonight, he should. He was an integral, even with his mistakes, he was an integral part of our win.
Yeah, he was big today.
All right, well, we got to get up out of here, guys. Listen, I'm gonna
over there too.
I'm gonna see if I can give you a little time.
Send me that link.
Yeah, I see you over there. Yo, Black is time.
No, Tony.
Yeah.
Is the link? Do you think the link is in the our group chat?
Matter of fact, give me a second. I'll stay on or stay backstage, whatever. I'll come back and put it.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, guys. So listen, this was another very interesting night. We got a special appearance from Tony Crow. First time chopping it up with the both of us on any show. That's pretty dope.
Except for his, right?
Oh no, except yeah, on his show. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, good win for the Knicks. The execution wasn't pretty, but at least they got the victory. And that keeps them in the mix. So shout out to the Knicks for winning the game, 106-104. And we'll look forward to seeing what happens with the Clippers and the 76ers. All right, guys. So go straight from here. Go right over to Nothing But Knicks. 10:20 start. He's going to do the post game. Tony Crow's going to be there. You may see Ron and John over there. So check that out. Have a great rest of your night. And let's go Knicks, man. That's all I can really. Oh, look what. Okay, there we go. All right, I got a little crazy for a second. All right, guys, we out of here. Oh wait, hold on. I can't leave that way. I'm so flustered. We got to do our regular thing. John, any final words?
Looking forward to the next one. Stay blessed. I'm out of here.
As I always say, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell another friend. Still Knicks fans. We'll be back again, whether it be Thursday nights, 8 p.m., NBA Report. Saturdays, 11 a.m., Know the Ledge, or on Monday nights for SKF Weekly at 9 p.m. Check us out. We got another special guest this Monday night, so tune in. We out of here, man. Take care. Run that run that.